To all the fans at home and watching around the world, a very special welcome to round number 6 of ARC's Thursday Night Thunder. I'm Rick James, here to bring you uninterrupted green flag coverage as the pace car gets ready to peel off. Jason Alexander and Jeremy Brio share the front row as the cars line up through the tri-oval. 22 brave souls ready to challenge the high banks of the Talladega Superspeedway, with Brio on the point. South Carolina's Jason Alexander to the outside. 85 laps of action. Green flag is out at Talladega. Everybody makes it clean through the first 3 corners. Now advancing out of the 4th and final turn. Jason Alexander has the advantage over the rest of the field. Jeremy Brio sitting tightly in that 2nd position, trying to draw himself closer. It'll be a drag race to lead the first lap across the line. Brio with a slight advantage to the line. 7-4, 5-6. 1-2 as they cross that line. 2 by 2, 11 rows deep through the Talladega Superspeedway, out of the 2nd corner of this 2.66 mile circuit. Brio, now Aiden Norman, last week's winner after a last lap debacle, saw him get to the line ahead of Noah Belleville. Belleville finds himself 5th on the outside line. He's ahead of the 7 of Tommy Reynolds, who came into a little bit of calamity and action last season, we should say, at this very racetrack. He and Dustin Painter in the Aquafresh Pontiac collided, came loose and spun out of the 4th corner, allowing this driver here, Hoover's Ryan Pannell, to get the win in Season 4. Will it be the same story this time around? Only 82 more laps until the finish. Cody Pannell, cousin Cody, to you and everybody else in Good Hope, Georgia, running the fastest lap of the race, 50.46 seconds across that line. And at the front, Alexander commanding a very hungry and very anxious field still. You can see the tension through the corners. Everybody still trying to stay in one piece. Alexander looking back to his rivals, colleagues, fellow drivers, whatever you want to call them, every last one of them with an inkling, with a chance, with a hope to win this 6th round of action. Alexander at the point. Aiden Norman behind him in that 6-2. 3rd in line, defending champion Thomas Andrews in the number 2. TNT MGD Impala with Central Florida's Richie Catania leading the line on the outside. Let's go on board with the 24. Everybody makes it through almost. Dustin Painter up top side, now almost into that 3rd lane, but Noah Belleville will give him space wisely, and everybody still sneaks back into the same spot they were when they entered turn number 1. The 2-7 of Tyler Patterson starting his first race in Thursday Night Thunder Season 5. He now leads the line on the outside. Inside line contains the 7-4 of Jeremy Brio, the 2-4 of Richie Catania sitting in 2nd and single file back 3 spots to defending champion Thomas Andrews. Tommy Reynolds in the 7 car, running now the fastest lap of the race, 49.6 seconds as Dustin Painter takes advantage of the gap. He slides right up to the back end, and there's a wreck. Tommy Reynolds, Ryan Pennell, last week's winner involved, 3, 4, 5 cars involved, and the first yellow of the day comes out on lap number 6. Tommy Reynolds, who got involved in the race-ending crash last season, coming together with Ryan Pennell in the 1-2, and the yellow flies for the first time tonight. The local driver, Ryan Pennell from Hoover, Alabama, getting caught up in that one. Tommy Reynolds, Tommy Reynolds getting caught up in that accident as well. Patrick Allen, who's rocking the Mizzou colors in that number 45 machine, got a piece of the action also. Let's go back and have a look. And there you see it. Tommy Reynolds in the 7 car, getting a bit impatient, knocking up to the back of the 41 of Noah Belleville. I was about to say John Honeybrink. But let's see if we can run this back just a bit. And you'll see Noah Belleville get a shunt. The 20 of John Honeybrink sitting right behind on board with Honeybrink now. Watch this. Nowhere for Honeybrink to go. Tristan Catania also involved in that one. Cody Riggs from Greensburg, Kentucky, caught a piece of that accident as well. Let's have a look from Riggs' point of view. Almost made it through. Able to stay off the wall, however. Shout out Cody Riggs. Elrich George also got a piece of this one. Keep your eye on the 40 car, the yellow Pennzoil machine. Terry Gabbard not slowing down enough. Donald Ray got caught up in that one. The native of Rockwall, Texas, got a big piece of that crash. One more look at Tommy Reynolds, the catalyst to that accident. Reynolds currently running in 4th. Ironically enough, Tommy Reynolds coming away with some of the least amount of damage in that accident, but that's the way the cookie crumbles on lap number 6. Central Florida's Richie Catania leads the way as 77 follows here recently. Shout out to Local, who follows. Shout out to everybody watching tonight. If you've recently tuned in, I'm Rick James. You're watching Thursday Night Thunder round number 6 from iRacing's Talladega Superspeedway. Richie Catania leads Jeremy Brio in that 2nd position. Tyler Patterson sits in that 3rd spot. We just got underway, and drivers seem to just get settled when the caution flew, so they'll need to get settled once again. Lights are still on atop the pace car, so we're going to let the drivers do what they do best. We're going to take a 90-second break, and we'll be back for more action from the Talladega Superspeedway fans. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Thursday Night Thunder. Richie Catania has control of the field. He sits ahead of Jeremy Brio in that 74. We're going to go racing once again. Last week's winner, Aiden Norman, rounding out your top 5 in that number 6-2 Dodge Charger. Local white boy has entered the raffle. He's entered exclamation point TNT giveaway 6, just as you see it. Put that into the Twitch chat, exclamation point TNT giveaway 6. Mitchie has also entered the giveaway as well. My good friend from Australia, welcome. Congratulations on making it to this chat. It's got to be late in Australia, but I hope you're enjoying the show. Green flag is out. Richie Catania leads the field to the line. Everybody making it through, but now Jeremy Brio getting a great run on the outside, trying to slingshot around the Floridian. There goes the Pennsylvanian in the 7-4. He makes it around the 2-4. Here comes Jason Alexander, the pride of Salem, South Carolina, rocking those South Carolina Gamecocks colors. He's trying to block Aiden Norman top side. Norman's got a great run through the corner. He's now all by his lonesome on the top. Tyler Patterson, third in line, has support from the South Carolinian as they file out of that fourth corner. 7-4, 2-4, 2-7, your top 3. Here comes Noah Belleville, now making it 3 wide on the 11th lap of competition. Belleville trying to slingshot on the outside. He clears Norman. He gets down to the inside in front of Brio. New leader in the 41, Noah Belleville. Belleville now with Brio to his outside. Brio mounting a charge into the third corner, 3 wide in that second row. Look topside, defending champion Thomas Andrews in the number 2 MGD Impala trying to stay topside. Noah Belleville getting under the apron, a bit squirrely and out of control. 3 wide, 2 rows deep through the tri-oval now. Drag racing to the line with Brio with the advantage. Local says, what a run by Belleville. He's also cheering for Aiden Norman, who got the win last week at the Sonoma Raceway. Drag race at the front between Brio and Andrews. John Honeybrink second in line on the top side. Cody Riggs just went purple, 48.87 seconds for the Greensburg native, one of the Bluegrass Bandits in tonight's event, sporting the colors from Smokey's Bar in that number 3. Shout out to all the folks in Greensburg. Patrick Allen is in the wall. The New Jersey driver skidding backwards. The driver carrying the Mizzou colors on that black and gold number 45. Slow, by his lonesome, and unsupported through the tri-oval. At the front, though, Aiden Norman continues to lead. He's got support from the 27 behind him. Tyler Patterson, second in line, right up the back tailpipes of the 62 Aiden Norman. 74 leading. Brio ahead of Belleville. Bottom line, this is what it looks like out the back end of car 74. How are your nerves? Out of 4. Into the tri-oval now, and it seems all peaceful, but when those cars come screaming around, there is no holding on at the line. Aiden Norman leads the field. 14 laps now underway from the Talladega Superspeedway. Two-time champion Tom Sears on the top row. He's third in line behind the 2-0 Interstate Batteries Pontiac. John Honeybrink, one of the better drafters in this field. Ask anybody who's seen him race. He and Thomas Andrews are now hooked up together, and that could spell trouble for the rest of the field. Defending champion Andrews and John Honeybrink are the dream team when those two are nose to tail, but but how long will they last? Coming through the corner, here comes Tom Sears. He shows some restraint on the back end. Patience is what it's going to take to win today's race. Aiden Norman, who won his very first Thursday Night Thunder race last week, leading the field up the inside right now, but Jeremy Brio now has the advantage into one. Three wide out of the second corner. Norman still in the middle. Andrews top side. Brio on the inside line. He's got Noah Belleville right behind him, and you can just see this high-speed 200-mile-an-hour chess match. They shoot for three, but will they all come through? Jason Alexander on the bottom side in that white 5.6 South Carolina Impala sits ahead of the 4.8 car, Tristan Catania. The 4.8 RaceArcs.com machine, fifth in line. Getting two wheels just to that yellow line. Welcome Donald Ray back into the top 10. The native of Rockwall, Texas, got caught up in that lap 6 accident, but he is back for more. Drivers giving each other plenty of space. Terry Gabbard having to check up with the 3 of Cody Riggs right behind him. And top side of Riggs, another one of those Bluegrass Bandits, Briley Wright in the 1.8 Farm Bureau Camry. Top side drafting with another Toyota, but a Supra. Tom Sears in the 14213simware.com Toyota Supra has the Camry behind him. Then it's Jimmy Kerr the third, sitting 5th in line in the top lane. Norman still in that middle vacuum, trying to get something going. A lot of help from Tyler Patterson and 4-time Thursday Night Thunder winner Cody Pennell in the 2.8. Everybody still in one piece. Norman watching the 2.7 just inch closer. There's Tyler Patterson. Will he push the envelope? So far, they are stagnated. 3 deep, about 4 rows deep. Look at this, 3, almost 4 abreast into that third corner. Jeremy Brio continues to lead this field. 17 laps will be completed. This time by, they're getting squirrely. To quote Repeat 1975, it's what you call a hornet's nest. Coming out of that fourth corner, Brio inside, Aiden Norman top side. They're going to drag race to lead lap 17 at the stripe. It's Brio. Thomas Andrews top side, Weehawken, New Jersey's Pilot, looking to get his first win this season. He won the season opener last season, season 4, at Rockingham, and it was enough to propel him to the title. Will he get this victory here that propels him even further on up? There you see Andrews is 4th in the point standings, only 4 markers off that podium. No playoffs in Thursday Night Thunder. 90s cars, 90s rules. You get what you get, and at the end of 16 races, we count all the numbers. Person with the most points is your champion. But the prizes aren't just for the drivers. Fans at home, if you're watching and you haven't yet, put your code into the chat. Enter TNT Giveaway 6. That's exclamation point TNT Giveaway 6 for your chance to win a Ryan Newman diecast. You can see that diecast just like that, as Streamlabs will tell me, but of course I can't win this diecast giveaway. It's just for you, the fans. In your Twitch chat, exclamation point TNT Giveaway 6, win yourself a Ryan Newman 164 diecast. We've given away 5 prizes this season, and we will give away at least 1 diecast for every race of the 16 we'll showcase this 5th season. Unmovable at the front, Jeremy Brio cannot be upended from his bottom lane position. And in a way, it's a good thing. Drivers showing restraint, drivers showing patience, but all the way at the back, just how patient will they be? 14th place, Tristan Catania on the low line. He sees a windshield full of cars. Let's ride along with the New Jersey Pilot. You heard the blip in the throttle. You heard the hesitation. Dustin Painter went around in that 00. Let's see what happened to the North Carolinian. Not sure what exactly happened to the North Carolinian. The Buckshot Jones Aquafresh Pontiac just slow down the back straight, comes to a screeching halt. Let's see if we can find out just one more time what might have happened to him. Nothing, just slow and coming off the banking there, but Painter still in one piece. Aiden Norman now to the point. Jeremy Brio in that 7-4, overtaken for the race lead. But so far, so good at the front for Norman, looking to win 2 races in a row in that number 6-2 Intrepid. Cody Pennell at the front now on the high side. He's got Texas' Donald Ray behind him. West Alexandria, Ohio's Terry Gabbard also up top in the unmarked Busch car. The number 4, looking for his first Thursday Night Thunder win in several seasons. Certainly one of the emotional favorites. Tries to stay off that wall, still pushing forward, still behind the number 5 of Ray. Noah Belleville leads the brigade into the third corner, and behind him the 2-4 of Richie Catania. Thomas Andrews, John Honeybrink settling down to the back, and perhaps drivers just getting out of that mess just a bit, trying to stay out of the quagmire and trying to keep their cars solid. They don't want to waste that fast repair before they have to. Another New Jersey driver, just like defending champion Thomas Andrews, Patrick Allen in the 45 is in the wall once again, and the Mizzou Chevrolet just can't stay off that outside retaining barrier. The 7-5 of Jimmy Kerr, the 1-2 of Ryan Pennell sneak to the inside, and it's a weak roar for the New Jersey driver in that Tigers machine. The 45 now slipping to the back. Virginia's Tommy Withers sneaks to the inside, and the AC Delco machine, he moves into 20th. At the front, Cousin Cody to the point. Cody Pennell sneaks down to the inside lane. He's got one win this season, making his first full-time appearance in Thursday Night Thunder. He will run all 16 races, and the Texaco Thunderbird leads his first lap of the day. 25 laps now underway, 60 to go. Next time by. On the left-hand side of your screen, now you can see the fastest time your favorite driver has run in this race. Pennell ahead of Norman, but just by a few tenths. Norman now edging the 2-8 into turn number 3. Noah Belleville in the 41, second in line. How about Donald Ray? Up 16 places from where he started. The Texan with one win last season coming into tonight's race, 17th in the point standings. 14 markers off of New Jersey's Tristan Catania. Catania right now trying to draft with the 7 of Tommy Reynolds. Donald Ray, will he clear? Pennell, he can't. Kyle Patterson in the 2-7 gets right up behind that number 5. They're still 3 wide, 3 and more rows deep out of turn number 2. Richie Catania inside, pushing Noah Belleville in the 41. The GoDaddy machine right under the spoiler of the 2-8 Texaco Thunderbird, sailing into turn number 3. Belleville looks to go top side on Cody Pennell. Noah Belleville leads lap 26. Out of the second corner, the 4-1 now gives way to the 5 on the bottom side. Donald Ray leads the procession down the back straight. Everybody still in one piece as they sail 3 wide into turn number 3. Top side, welcome the 4-0 of Elrich George, the Bahamian, now trying to make a run. George on the top tries to avoid the wall. He's got Aiden Norman behind him in the 6-2. Richie Catania back on the low side. He wants a piece. of that left lane action. And as you can see, drivers coming down on laps 7 and 8. So their 20 to 30 lap pit window has opened at Talladega. They'll be able to go a maximum of approximately 30 laps. But of course, we'll have to see who drafts the best, who saves their stuff. Cody Riggs getting on that apron in the number 3. Cars getting squirrely. Is the grip starting to wear on those General tires? Top side, two-time Thursday Night Thunder champion Tom Sears ahead of him. The 18 of Briley Wright, one of those bluegrass bandits, racing for the great state of Kentucky, almost getting knocked into by the 4-0 of Elrich George. Donald Ray trying to hold off these dogs behind him. They're splitting him top side, low side, everybody moving around the Texan. Cousin Cody to the lead on the low side. Will Belleville mount a charge top side? 85 separate drag races to the line, but of course the one that matters most is the final drag race. Who's going to make it to the checkered flag first? Donald Ray with a big push from the 2-7 of Tyler Patterson, smooth up the inside line. Let's ride in the cockpit with Rockwall's Don Ray. .190 iRacing miles an hour and more into the third corner. One back marker up ahead. It's the 0-0 of Dustin Painter, who will stay low side. How will the field get around him? The well-respected North Carolinian will keep his line to himself, and it's up to his rivals to get around him. Streaming down into the tri-oval. Wisely, like a gentleman, the 0-0 Aquafresh Pontiac pulling onto the apron. Everybody successfully making their way around Dustin Painter. And how about that for keeping it green? Hats off to the North Carolinian. Hats off to the rest of the field. No harm, no foul. We stay racing 31 laps into this 6th round of action. Cody Pennell leads Richie Catania bottom side. Jason Alexander in that South Carolina Gamecocks machine. That white 5.6. Third in line. In the middle, Tom Sears in the 1.4. 213simware.com Supra. That lime Dayglow colored entry behind that all-black 2.7 of Tyler Patterson. On the inside of Noah Belleville in the GoDaddy machine. And here come the takers. The 5.6 is in, the 2.4 is in. Drivers on their way down into pit road. Jason Alexander puts the binders on 51 miles an hour as he crosses the line. The 7.4, the 2.4, everybody making their way down pit road. Tires, fuel, and everything else that they can stuff into that race car to get them the next 53 laps to the finish line. Donald Ray still leading. Tyler Patterson in second. Patterson making his first start this season. Belleville making his second start this season. He was leading going into the hairpin last week at Sonoma until Aiden Norman got a bit too late on the brakes, spun the 41 and crossed the finish line first. Drivers wisely worked it out amongst themselves and the win stands for Aiden Norman. Noah Belleville gonna take another crack at it. Smoke up ahead, however. Could be cars just leaving their pit stalls. And there you see a few takers on the low side. Here comes the cavalry top side. Where will they blend in? That's Patterson, who's getting loose out of 2. Tyler Patterson loose, losing control. Everybody having to split around him to avoid an accident. Something went wrong with that 2.7. And this is Pryor here. Let's see everybody else making their way around Tyler Patterson. This is into turn number 1. just get loose. Oh, contact from the 48 of Tristan Catania. Everybody had to check up. Patterson mostly. Patterson getting out of the throttle after a little bit of contact. Still slow on the inside line. The rest of the leaders have not come down pit road. 52 laps to go, and you can see now there's a scatter through the corner. Everybody trying to avoid contact. Belleville, Riggs, Ray. Drag racing for the lead. There's Greensburg, Cody Riggs to the point, up the inside, sneaks down to the inside lane. He's got the 1-4 of Tom Sears right behind him. Special shout out to everybody out in Greensburg, Kentucky, and especially to the folks over at Smokey's Bar. Hope you're all enjoying this race. Hope you're all having a good time. The 3 of Cody Riggs down to the inside, while one of his Bluegrass Bandits races on the top side. The 1-8 of Briley Wright in the middle lane, pushing that 1-4 Supra of Tom Sears. Funneling into that third corner, these drivers have yet to come down pit road, but no pressure for them. One car in the wall, the 6'2", Aiden Norman, last week's winner, grinding his race car along the top side. 50 to go this time by, and Norman now at the back of the pack with no draft help, and this could cost the 62 dearly. Cody Riggs up at the front, up 17 places from where he started, and the only driver that's gained more places right behind him, Texas Donald Ray. The 3, the 5, the 2-8 of Cody Riggs, Donald Ray, and Cody Pennell leading the way so far. More than 6 wins in the last 2 seasons between those top 3. Cody Riggs still in front. Will anybody come down pit road this time by? No, they say. We're still staying out inside the final 50 laps at Talladega. Single file between 3rd and 7th. Richie Catania and Tom Sears in that upper lane. There's Catania, there's Jeremy Brio, there's Jason Alexander. All 3 of those drivers came down on lap 31. Tyler Patterson came down on lap 33. Patterson now finds himself in the 21st position, still on the lead lap, but here come the leaders into the 3rd corner. Cody Riggs and Tom Sears leading the way, while Richie Catania almost loses his lunch in turn number 3. Jeremy Brio right behind him in the 7-4 trying to offer some assistance, but it almost went pear-shaped. 37 laps about to be completed. Nassau, Bahamas, Elridge George in the Pennzoil Impala on the outside of Patrick Allen. Last season's Talladega winner, Ryan Pennell in the 1-2 Casey Kane Dodge. Sits ahead of Tommy Withers. Pennell looking to get his 2nd consecutive win at Talladega, but he's going to have to get around all of these guys right here, including Sears, including Riggs, but anything is possible. Last season when Ryan Pennell got his win, he did not take the lead until the exit of turn number 4. Here comes Cody Riggs. He's on his way in. Riggs is in. Here comes the mass exodus down into pit road. Everybody trying to make their way through, screeching on down, and there's a wreck. There goes Elridge George, who's spun, and that's what we were watching for. George goes around, but everybody else makes it through safe and sound into pit road, and we stay green at Talladega. New leader, John Honeybrink in the 2-0. Jimmy Kerr, the third, being scored in that second position. The 3 cars you see ahead, the 2-4, the 7-4, the 5-6, getting their laps back. And now all eyes on the 5 cars that have not pitted. Honeybrink, Kerr, Pennell, and Withers, and here they all come down pit road. Dustin Painter coming down with them too, into the pits at a scorching 60 miles an hour. Jimmy Kerr, the third, screeches his tires, but will he incur a penalty? Tom Sears now on the way out, leads the field. He comes out ahead of Greensburg's Cody Riggs. Here's Good Hope, Georgia's Cody Pennell on the top side. Great exit from the 2-8. There goes Riggs trying to make it 3 wide. Maybe he didn't see Pennell there, but Pennell avoiding a huge accident. Tom Sears being left to dry on the inside, but under acceleration. The Southampton, Massachusetts driver has the shorter distance around turns 3 and 4. He's got the advantage to the inside of Riggs, but look at Cody Pennell, who's got assistance from Donald Ray on the high side. CWM is in the chat. He says hi on the YouTube side. What's going on, McDonald? Glad to have you in the chat. Glad to have you here, my friend. There you see Dustin Painter on the inside. Race leader still JK3, James Kerr the third, Ryan Pennell in second. But look at these drivers here at speed. While these drivers, Kerr, Pennell, Withers is in this mix as well, all on the inside, no draft help, still accelerating. Cody Pennell now with help from Tommy Withers behind him through 3 and 4. CWM asks, who's winning? Well, right now, that would be cousin Cody Pennell in the 2-8 Texaco machine. Here comes Tom Sears to the inside on fresh tires. The 2-time champion getting under the 4-time winner. Just can't quite take that lead. 41 laps now underway from Talladega. Fans at home, don't forget, enter !TNT giveaway 6 in the Twitch chat to enter your chance to win that Ryan Newman diecast. CWM asking if we post iRacing events every day. We broadcast Monday and Thursday nights, Monday night being the AER Truck Series, and this obviously being ARC's Thursday Night Thunder. Tommy Reynolds on the top side. He almost won his first Thursday Night Thunder race 1 season ago. Contact with the 00 of Dustin Painter cost him that victory, and it was this driver here, Ryan Pennell, who scored the W. Pennell having intermittent internet issues at the moment. He's trying to catch up to the back end of this driver here, the 6 of Virginia's Tommy Withers. Thursday Night Thunder currently in its 6th round of 16. Obviously, right now, we're at the Talladega Superspeedway. Next week, we're going to the short track at Martinsville and then Pocono Raceway, another 2.5-mile oval. But, of course, very different to that of Talladega. Everybody pitting between laps 37 and 39 during that last cycle. Order has been restored to the green flag running order. Only one caution thus far in 43 laps of racing. Donald Ray, top side. He's got Jimmy Kerr behind him. Tommy Reynolds leads with Cody Pennell behind him, and 2-time champion Tom Sears third in line. Defending champion Thomas Andrews running in the 16th position behind the 6'2 of Aiden Norman. The first 20 cars all on the, actually all 22 cars are on the lead lap. There's Dustin Painter sitting in 22nd. Or I'm sorry, Painter is a couple of laps off the pace, excuse me. The times on the left-hand side on your scoring pylon are the drivers' best lap times thus far. And now we're looking at the gaps between them. There's Tyler Patterson, 1 lap off the mark. Dustin Painter, 2 laps off the mark. This is 90s style racing, but we do have the lucky dog rule, so if the caution does come out again, Tyler Patterson is the first car 1 lap down. CWM saying, when you interview the winner, tell the winner I said hello. We'll definitely give our winning driver a shout out as well. Reynolds leading, John Honeybrink falling off the pace. The 2-0 going top side, leaving quite a big gap between himself and Jimmy Kerr. But watch for the run on the 2-0 through the tri-oval. Out of turn number 2, and they begin their acceleration once again into 3. Donald Ray, top side, has the advantage. Tommy Reynolds back to the inside with help from Cody Pennell. There's Donald Ray on the top side. Will he get a little bit of help from Jimmy Kerr III? Cody Riggs to the inside of John Honeybrink, who's being pushed along by Noah Belleville. Top side, that's Aiden Norman looking to get into line. Norman finds himself in 14th behind the 2-7 of Tyler Patterson. Then Thomas Andrews and Thomas Withers, nose to tail, last season's first and second place in the point standings coming into this 6th round of racing. Tommy Withers looking to replicate his results from last season, but headed into round number 6, Withers sits 14th in the points standings. Tommy Withers is one marker off of the tie for 12th, containing Richie Catania and Terry Gabbard. CWM says, you should broadcast MLB games because you're a great commentator for this kind of stuff. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you. I really, really do appreciate that encouragement. Thank you, Mac. That's very, very kind to hear. Stay tuned, man. Tell your friends about us. It's an absolute labor of love. Everybody involved with Thursday Night Thunder has just an extreme passion for racing, and you can see it in our racing. You can see it in the product that we put out, and hopefully all 16 races this season showcase just how much we do indeed love this silly little game of ours. Reynolds top side. Still commanding that high line, but for how much longer? And will we continue to stay green before the impatience starts to grow? The 4-1 of Noah Belleville, top side, still linked to that other green car, the 2-0 of John Honeybrink in the high line. 2x2, 4 rows deep, and welcome back Birmingham's very own Ryan Pennell. The Hoover High School grad, sitting 5th in line behind the Smokies Bar Chevrolet of Cody Riggs. Let's ride along on the nose of Ryan. Ray leads the procession. Cody Pennell, I almost said Cody Riggs. Cody Riggs is 3rd in line. Cody Pennell is 2nd in line. Tom Sears on the top side being pushed along by Tommy Reynolds in the number 7. Ohio's Terry Gabbard making a very strong case for a top 10 finish tonight, but like we were discussing with these drivers in practice, up until the last 2 laps, it is just a waiting game. 83 laps of riding around, and then those final 5.2 miles are just something else. You got to hold on, and there's a wreck behind him. The 2-0, the 4-5, John Honeybrink, Patrick Allen involved in the second caution of the day with 35 laps remaining. The Mizzou Chevrolet gets caught up in that accident, as does the Interstate Batteries Pontiac. Not a good look for the 2-0, not a good look for the 4-5. And the yellow waves vigorously over the start-finish line. Let's see what caused the second accident of the afternoon. Oh, the 4-5 of Allen looks like he just came up into the 2-0. Luckily, nobody else got a piece of that accident, but certainly happens in the blink of an eye. Let's have another look. Oh, the 2-0 of John Honeybrink also getting mad loose off that fourth corner. How about Richie Catania and Thomas Andrews avoiding that accident? That could have been real ugly. Have another look. Keep your eye on the 4-5, low side. We're going to see if we can find just who moved where. Out of the fourth corner. Looked like the 20 was struggling to control his race car out of 4. Have a look now. Could not get closer for the 2-4 of Richie Catania, the 2 of Thomas Andrews, and the 0-0 of Dustin Painter. Have one more look. This was crazy. Another look with Richie Catania. Clever moves by those drivers to avoid that accident. So that means the first 2 Cole Trickle awards go to Central Florida's Richie Catania and Weehawken's Thomas Andrews. They've won our Cole Trickle moves of the race.
Ice cream! Give me some of those!
So Donald Ray has control of the field in his number 5 GMAC machine. He's leading with just over 25 laps to go. Let's see if we can bother the Texan for a quick Thursday Night Thunder word. Donald Ray, Rick James up top. Can you hear me?
I got you, bud.
You're leading the race in what is a good attempt at your first win this season. Those Ricky Hendrick colors have won quite a few races before. Is this the race where you can finally put it together? It wouldn't be the first time you called your shot at Talladega and wound up in victory lane.
I think it is. I'm lucky to be in the race. I actually was able to grid up with 55 seconds left. I had to have my daughter log me into the session and just work my way to the front. And I'm fixing to go ahead and pit here, top off of fuel, so I'll start in the back. But I'll have my good buddy Twisted back there with me, so we'll get our way back up there.
CWM McDonald sends his salutations to your entire 5 crew. What's the toughest part about this racetrack? What is it going to take to win?
Just getting behind the right person who you are confident can hold a good steady line, and just trust those around you. You got to be patient. Don't do nothing crazy.
Who's the toughest opponent on the way to victory lane?
I'm going to say it's going to be probably our rookie of the year, Modi Lagrat, or Noah Belleville, as we know him on here, or Thomas Andrews. I mean, those guys are both good. They're both been on rolls this season, so it's going to be tough to get around those guys.
CWM McDonald in the YouTube chat sends his love over to your camp. Keep the shiny side up. Donald, hopefully we talk to you at the end.
Rick, thanks, bud.
The Arkansas Razorback fan from the great Lone Star state of Texas gets fresh tires, fresh fuel. A lot of drivers deciding to come down on that last circuit around pit road. So that's going to hand the lead over to Tommy Reynolds. He'll restart on the point with Cody Riggs in that second position. Tom Sears sitting in third. TNT fans, don't go anywhere. We're going to have the restart in just 30 seconds. Pace car peels off the field, comes through the tri-oval. The starter has the flag in the air. Drivers getting ready to go racing once again. Green flag is out. Two-time TNT champion leads the field on the high side. Tom Sears with Cody Pennell right behind him. The 4-1 of Noah Belleville, third in line on the high side. Sears looking to get around Pennell. Cousin Cody strong on the low side with Tommy Reynolds behind him. Cody Riggs sitting third in line. The Kentucky driver looking to get his first Thursday Night Thunder win. Down the back straight, still more than 30 laps remain in this sixth round. If you've recently tuned in, I'm Rick James. You're watching Thursday Night Thunder series on Twitch, YouTube, and now the Sim Racing channel on Roku TV. Shout out to all the fans on Roku, YouTube, Twitch, and all the folks over at Smokey's Bar in Greensburg, Kentucky. Appreciate you all as well. The 2-8 of Cody Pennell will lead the field to the line. Lap 54 belongs to him. Thomas Andrews running a personal best, 49.17 seconds. K-Rex in the chat. Welcome, K-Rex, to the show. Been a while, but she is in the chat for Thursday Night Thunder. Rex, don't forget to put in exclamation point TNT giveaway 6 for your chance to win. That Ryan Newman 164. All fans watching on Twitch can put in exclamation point TNT giveaway 6 for your chance to win that Ryan Newman 164 diecast. You can check it out on Rick James TV Twitter or Thursday Night Thunder Twitter. McDonald in the chat asking if you had to choose from what fruit you would eat, watermelon, strawberry, or apples. I don't know. Strawberries are pretty good. I do like a good apple though. Who knows? What about you, Mac? Let us know. How about that? Fans in the chat, let us know what fruit you would eat. Watermelon, strawberry, or apples. I wonder what fruit Tommy Reynolds would eat. Do you think he's concerned about fruit? I think right now he's concerned about getting around Cody Pennell. The 2-8 Texaco Thunderbird. Wiggling left, wiggling right, but not folding out of that fourth corner. 2-8, 7, 3 are the cars up the inside line. McDonald in the Twitch chat is what you want to do to enter that giveaway in Twitch, exclamation point TNT giveaway 6. K-Rex says watermelon's her favorite fruit between strawberries, watermelon, or apple. Good choice. Riley Wright sitting in 10th. 7 seconds off of 9th place. This is what the line looks like out of turn number 2 for this secondary pack. It's quite the difference between this line here and this line here. Thomas Andrews on the back end of that lead group. Still one more green flag pit stop remaining if the yellow flag doesn't come out between now and the end of the race. Cody Pennell, Tommy Reynolds, and Tom Sears. Still your top 3. In that 7-4 Pepsi machine, Jeremy Brio, he runs to the inside of Richie Catania. Catania with last week's winner, Aiden Norman, behind him in that 6-2, and it seems we have 2 distinct lines, 5 on the bottom, 4 on the top. And as the draft works here at these super speedways, that inner line should move further ahead, but how good will they draft together? How well will they bump nose to tail? The 1-4 of Tom Sears. Trying to get that push from Noah Belleville in the 41. Cody Riggs up 13 places from where he started in that number 3 machine. Jeremy Brio sits behind him. Defending champion Thomas Andrews just on the cusp of the top 5, but still plenty of racing to go. Just over 25 laps remain in this 6th round. Richie Catania diving back down to the inside. 2 cars on the top. Now 7 cars, on the bottom. Tom Sears sneaking in between Cody Riggs and Richie Catania, and now making it a single file line at the front of this race. Riley Wright now within 6 seconds to the field ahead over the last 5 laps. There you see the gap between Riley Wright and what is now 9th place, Aiden Norman. On the 59th lap of competition. That time by Aiden Norman. It looked like, is that 9/10 of a second off? Indeed it is. Almost a full second off the pace. Briley Wright now within 5.5 seconds to this driver here, Aiden Norman. So now this lead group has to figure out how to keep this group at bay. Briley Wright leading the snake down the back straight into 3. McDonald in the chat asking, would you rather work 24 hours or eat food all day? Kind of a no-brainer, isn't it? Cody Pennell will lead lap number 60, and that leaves us 25 circuits remaining at the 2.67-mile Talladega Superspeedway. Pennell comes into round 6 with 1 win to his name. Tom Sears running in 4th, has 2 wins to his name. Aiden Norman picked up his first win last week. He's sitting in 9th at the moment. Jeff No, the Richmond winner, not present in tonight's race, running a part-time schedule. He is the remaining of your 5 winners. Bailey Shepard in the chat, exclamation point TNT giveaway 6. She wants to win that Ryan Newman diecast, and just as she put into the Twitch chat, fans, you can do the same on Twitch, exclamation point TNT giveaway 6. Win yourself 1 entry for that Ryan Newman diecast. Shout out to the state of Maine and all the Thursday Night Thunder fans there. And watching all over the world as well. Shout out to Mitchie watching from Australia as well. Got to get Mitch back in the booth one of these days. Sears still in 4th, but again, this is the waiting time. This is where the anticipation gets to the drivers. How long do they sit? There's still 1 more green flag pit stop to go. Are they content with this single file line? Mount Kilimanjaro, his first time chat. Looks like that exclamation point's just a little bit upside down. Turn it right side up like they do in the United States and get yourself a chance to win that diecast. 23 circuits remain. Pennell, Reynolds, Riggs, your top three. Briley Wright within 4 seconds to this lead pack, and it looked like Aiden Norman coming out of pit road, but I could be wrong. That is the 4-5 of Patrick Allen, currently running in the 22nd position, 4 laps off the pace. But shout out to Patrick Allen, keeps that fighting spirit alive. Anything is possible. We'll see where the New Jersey driver ends up when the checkered flag flies. There you go. Mount Kilimanjaro. Give it one more effort, my friend, and the Streamlabs will let you know when you've got your ticket into that raffle. Once again, exclamation point TNT giveaway 6. We will announce the winner during our victory lane podium interviews. Tommy Reynolds still holding steadfast in that second position, but all eyes on Aiden Norman and then Briley right behind him. You can see that secondary pack inching closer as we get closer to the end of this race. Ryan Pennell in the 17th position, still on the lead lap. Still plenty of opportunity for the Hoover, Alabama native to get back up to the front for a chance to win. Cousin Cody leading the 7 of Tommy Reynolds. CWM talking about having confidence, and that's what you need to be successful. Reynolds confident in the high line, but nobody goes with the 7, and his confidence falls flat like a General Tire with no air in it. All these drivers now on the inside, and the train does not end. One small gap between the 7-4 and the 2. Reynolds sees it, and he takes it. He falls back in line in the 7th position. Cody Riggs now moves into the 2nd position behind Cody Pennell. Massachusetts' Tom Sears now sits 3rd. Here comes Wright, the other one of the Bluegrass Bandits. Top side, new leader in the 1-8, Briley Wright, railroading the 2-8 of Cody Pennell. They're starting to get a little accordion out of that second corner. What a slingshot for the lead. Briley Wright makes it work for him. He's your new leader, but look at Dustin Painter working to get his lap back from the 21st position. The North Carolinian determined to do everything he can to be a factor at the end of this race. Brilliant move by Briley Wright to take the lead. Have another look. Slingshotting top side with Jim Kerr pushing along, helping urge that 18 to the lead. Dustin Painter leads the line. Briley Wright now leading the race with Jim Kerr behind him. Jason Alexander top side in the South Carolina 5-6. No help for the South Carolinian. Christian following a few seconds ago. Appreciate you, Christian. Welcome to Thursday Night Thunder. Fans at home, put in exclamation point TNT giveaway 6 for your chance to win that Ryan Newman diecast. Briley Wright leads the way. Mount Kilimanjaro following. One car top side, that's Patrick Allen in the 45, sitting in 22nd. How will the field get around him now? Everybody making it through cleanly and successfully. 17 to go next time. Christian enters his chance into the TNT giveaway. Exclamation point TNT giveaway 6 for your chance to win that 164 Ryan Newman diecast. Check it out on Twitter, Rick James TV Twitter, and Thursday Night Thunder Twitter. Briley Wright still leading this race. One of the 2 Bluegrass Bandits in tonight's roster. Will either of them score a win for the great state of Kentucky? Jason Alexander, top side, looking to win at the home of Alabama and Auburn University in his 5.6 South Carolina machine. Obscured by the 1.8 Farm Bureau car of Briley Wright. Here also comes Jim Kerr in the 7.5. CWM asking if he already got into that giveaway chat. You need to put your chat on the Twitch side of things, McDonald. So exclamation TNT giveaway 6 in Twitch chat for your chance to win that Ryan Newman diecast. Just like that, exclamation point TNT giveaway 6, and Streamlabs kindly reminding us that's the code you need in Twitch chat for your chance to win. 15 laps to go next time by Greensburg's Briley Wright, trying to ward off the 5.6 of Jason Alexander, but he stays tough all by himself on the top side. No help. Alexander trying to pack the air down onto the spoiler of his rivals. Side draft his way to the front. Dustin Painter running in 21st, 1 lap off the pace. If the caution comes out, the North Carolinian gets back onto the lead lap, and watch out for him then. Welcome, West Alexandria's Terry Gabbard into the top 3. It's been a long time since we've seen this man on the podium, let alone in victory lane. Does he have a chance in this 6th round of racing? 15 more circuits will tell. Alexander now has a friend behind him. Gabbard in the 4. Pushing along. Rounding out your top 10, Noah Belleville in that 41 GoDaddy machine. John Honeybrink to his outside. The 2.7 of Tyler Patterson running behind that 4.1. McDonald saying he doesn't have Twitch to put the code in the chat. Signing up for Twitch is extremely easy. Download the Twitch app on your phone or go online. Register with Twitch, register with any accounts. You can even link your Amazon Prime account and your Twitch account and go ad-free on Rick James TV. Rockwall's Donald Ray soon to become the first driver. 1 lap down. If he can stay ahead of Dustin Painter. Briley Wright quickly closing the gap. Here comes Alexander once again by his lonesome. Just incredible that the 5.6 can stay on the top side without being moved, disturbed, just holding his own. Donald Ray will go to the very top. Everybody will move to his inside. Terry Gabbard in the 4. Gets around the Texan. Patrick Allen getting around the Texan as well. Reminder, Allen running in the 22nd position, not fighting for any relative spots at the moment. Briley Wright getting a tow from the 00 of Dustin Painter. Painter staying ahead of this field, hoping a caution comes out. But drivers last pitting on lap 50. There are the Thursday Night Thunder track facts. Drivers can go about 30 laps on one run, which means they'll all have to make a pit stop before the checkered flag flies, or gamble, try to save everything they've got and make it on that stop they did on lap number 50. Donald Ray pitted on lap 65. If it goes green, Ray finds himself 1 lap off the pace. 2 laps off the pace, pardon me. 2 laps off the pace. So Ray still in a position to gain a spot or 2. Jason Alexander, however, using the 00 of Dustin Painter as a pick. Will he get to the front and stay in the front? There goes Gabbard, top side. Alexander loose out of the second corner. 3 wide as the field splits around the South Carolinian, and the pride of Salem now slow up the vacuum hole. There's defending champion Thomas Andrews into the wall. Everybody trying to get around him, and they've crashed. There's the caution that Dustin Painter needed. Donald Ray wrecks out of the third corner. There goes Ryan Pennell. He goes for a spin. Yellow flag is out, and there's another crash. Jason Alexander's been involved. Richie Catania involved in that accident. Caution comes out for the third time today with 11 laps to go. You saw it coming. You might have even smelled it coming. Donald Ray, Ryan Pennell, Richie Catania, Jason Alexander, Tyler Patterson, all involved in that accident. Heavy damage to the front end of the 27. Let's see what happened in turn 3. Thomas Andrews getting in the wall. Donald Ray checking up. Nowhere. Just nowhere for Tristan Catania to go. Ryan Pennell just successfully avoiding that. Have another look. Richie Catania making it through once again with no damage. But now watch this. The 5-6 of Jason Alexander after the accident makes it through, and Tyler Patterson trying to avoid the 2-4 of Catania, and they make contact at the last minute. Have a look at Jason Alexander. Oh, this is already the crash here. Pennell gets on the brakes and downshifts himself into a spin, but he avoids that accident. Looks like Jason Alexander was just trying to save his car coming off that fourth corner. Have one more look. Thomas Andrews makes it through okay. Jeremy Brio driving through that smoke. Let's have a look at the 7-4. Good awareness by Brio. Gets off the throttle immediately. Glides right through the smoke. And he saves himself a headache. Your race leader in the number 7, Tommy Reynolds. And we've been talking about it all week long. Reynolds leading out of turn number 4 one season ago. His attempt to side draft the 0-0 of Dustin Painter just went pear-shaped at the last minute when he got too close, spun himself and the 0-0, and it was Hoover's Ryan Pennell who hoovered up the victory out of that fourth corner for a win last season in Thursday Night Thunder. Tommy Reynolds will lead the field to green. He has not pitted, however. Reynolds leading, and he has not pitted since lap 50. He will go 35 laps on this tank of fuel if he goes all the way to the end. Cody Pennell sitting behind him. We'll have a look at the 7 and see if he decides to jump down pit road or if he'll stay out and risk it. Looks like Reynolds is indeed staying out. Let's have a quick word with Reynolds and see what he thinks about the run to the end. Tommy Reynolds, Rick James up top. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Last season, Reynolds, you were in this position, and it did not come to fruition after you made contact with the 0-0 of Dustin Painter. This season, you're gambling on fuel with tires that will be 35 laps old by the time you finish this race. Does your car have the gas to go the distance?
I don't think so. I'm gonna be honest with you. I missed my box coming down pit road, so I decided I'm just gonna gas it up and hope that I can make it. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be interesting either way. I think I'll get swallowed up eventually, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Going green next time by with Cody Pennell behind you, Noah Belleville, seeking retribution after being dumped out of the win last week. Cody Pennell going for his second win this season in an attempt to win his first Thursday Night Thunder Championship. Meanwhile, coming into this 6th round of competition, you're making your first Thursday Night Thunder start this season. What's it going to take to win, and who's going to be your biggest rival on the way to victory lane?
Right now, honestly, I'm going to say Cody because he's the closest behind me, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to have lap cars on my inside too, so if I can get in front of them and cut them off and try and keep Cody behind, I think that'll be my biggest help.
Half a lap to green, Tommy. Keep the shiny side up, and hopefully we talk to you at the end.
Thank you.
8 laps will be the remaining distance when they take the green flag. We do have green-white checkered rules in place, so these drivers may have to go further than the scheduled 225 miles. Donald Ray, 2 laps off the pace on the inside of Reynolds. Dustin Painter getting his lap back. He'll be restarting in the 19th position. Will the North Carolinian seek a little bit of retribution himself after last season's finish? 8 laps will tell. To everybody who's tuned in on Twitch, YouTube, or now the Sim Race channel on Roku, thank you so much for being a part of this. We literally cannot do these broadcasts without you. Fans on Twitch, if you have not yet entered the giveaway, !TNT Giveaway 6 gets you a chance to win that Ryan Newman diecast. We'll announce the winner during podium interviews. Tommy Reynolds gets an incredible jump ahead of Cody Pennell. Drivers scatter. Green flag is out. Donald Ray top side. He's not fighting for the lead, but he's looking to get around the race leader. Cody Pennell down the back takes the lead from Tommy Reynolds. He's swallowed alive, Reynolds is, as he predicted. Noah Belleville now behind the Georgian, the 4-time winner, leading the rookie. Tommy Reynolds trying to hold off Terry Gabbard, who goes to the high side on fresh tires, with Tom Sears behind him, the 2-time champion, now pushing the Ohio Thursday Night Thunder winner on the top side. Cody Pennell with a tow from Donald Ray moves up to block Gabbard, but he will now be swallowed. 3 and almost 4 wide across the line. 6 to go. Next time by. Gabbard to the point. Car spread 3 wide behind him. Cody Pennell in the middle trying to side draft off Donald Ray. Gabbard loose onto the apron out of turn number 2. Here comes Cody Pennell on the top side with help from Tommy Reynolds. Briley Wright on the high side as well. Jeremy Brio behind him in the 7-4. Here comes his Kentucky teammate. 2 of those Bluegrass Bandits now side by side through turn number 4. Cody Pennell looking to hold off Terry Gabbard in the Busch Ford. Ray behind the 4. Donald Ray, again, not fighting for the race win, but hopefully there to get a lap back if the caution flies. 6 to go. Pennell up top in the 2.8 Texaco machine. Does he slide down in front of Gabbard? Yes. Gabbard second in line. Tommy Reynolds top side with Tommy Sears behind him in the 1-4. Briley Wright third in the high line with Cody Riggs to his inside. Into 3. Everybody making it through okay so far. 5 to go this time by. Who will come out with the lead from turn number 4? Cody Pennell leading Tommy Reynolds on the inside. Pennell has a mirror full of Gabbard. There's a wreck right there. Donald Ray gets into Reynolds. Cars go spinning. Cody Riggs is involved. Cody Pennell has the lead. 3, 4, 5 cars involved. Defending champion Thomas Andrews makes it through. Tom Sears gets a piece of the action. Tommy Reynolds involved in that one as well. Contact between Cody Riggs, Donald Ray, Tommy Reynolds, the catalyst behind that accident. Caution number 4 flies under the sunny skies of Lincoln, Alabama. Remember, we mentioned those green-white checkered finishes. It looks like we're going to get one after all. Cody Pennell will lead Terry Gabbard to the line. Briley Wright in third. Jeremy Brio in fourth. Let's see what happened on the 79th lap of competition. There it is. Contact from Cody Riggs into Donald Ray. Sent the 5 into the 7 of Tommy Reynolds, and just nothing that could be done at that point. Noah Belleville, oh, he did get a piece of that. Briley Wright also got involved in that one as well. Withers in the 6, George in the 40, Ryan Pennell in the 12. Avoids all of that. Jason Alexander in the 5-6 avoided that accident. Jeremy Brio just scooted through that accident. Have a look at Brio. Look at that, drifting through the grass. How about John Honeybrake doing a 4-wheel drift through the grass, keeping his car in one piece? Briley Wright, not so lucky. You can see the heavy damage on the front of the Kentucky driver's Camry. About 4 to 5 cars involved in that accident. So cousin Cody Pennell has the lead in the 2-8 Texaco Thunderbird with Terry Gabbard in the second position. I don't think anybody bet on Gabbard being in second at this stage of the race, but that's why we love Talladega. Anything is possible. Let's talk to the race leader and get his thoughts. Cody Pennell, Rick James up top. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, Rick.
Cody, you're leading this race, going for your second victory this season, but nothing is certain. At Talladega, Terry Gabbard will be starting behind you. Jeremy Brio in the third position. Do you have the fuel to go the distance? You did pit on lap 75.
Yeah, I got plenty of fuel to make it, but it's probably going to be chaos here to the finish. So just see if I can't hold on and have a good finish and try and make some points up on time.
Who's going to be your toughest rival on the way to victory lane?
Probably DP. I think he'd wreck his grandma to win, so I'm going to have to watch out for him.
Terry Gabbard is indeed a tough customer. The tires at Talladega may not be that important, but when the restart goes, what's your strategy as far as getting a good jump, or are you going to hold the field back to the last minute?
Because this series runs single file restarts, it kind of just naturally gets spread out, which I'm also worried about. I don't want to get too far ahead of DP, because if he pulls out of line, everybody behind him is going to go around me and probably just freight train me. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I'm going to try to not get too far out ahead.
We'll be rooting for you, buddy. Keep the shiny side up, and hopefully we talk to you at the end of the show. Best of luck.
Appreciate it, Rick.
Shout out to all the folks over in Good Hope, Georgia. And these are the points headed into round number 6. Cody Pennell trailing Tom Sears by 22 points. Tom Sears currently running in the 18th position. If the two-time champion were to stay back there, and Pennell could even score just a top 5, let alone a win, it would shake up these points big time. Lights are off atop the pace car. We're going to take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be back for the first green-white checkered attempt at Talladega. Fans, don't go anywhere. You're watching TNT Round 6. It will be Cody Pennell to lead the field to the line. Terry Gabbard in the second position in the number 4 Busch Ford sits ahead of Jeremy Brio in the 7-4. Mount Kilimanjaro says, let's see a good finish. We'll see what these drivers have for us. Green flag is in the air. There's a wreck coming to the line, and the yellow flag comes out before we even get started. Two-time champion Tom Sears involved, Jimmy Kerr involved. There's Tristan Catania pointing the wrong direction. And a climactic build-up for quite literally just another yellow flag. Now, I'm not sure if that counts as a green-white checkered attempt or not. The green flag did not wave. I didn't see the command to start, but that may count as an attempt. I'm not sure. Let's see what happened coming to the line. Oh, everybody getting backed up big time. Elridge George getting well out of line. Nowhere for Jason Alexander to go. Tommy Withers, Jimmy Kerr involved in that one. What happened? What on earth happened here? And it looks like it starts with Elridge George, possibly Tommy Withers. Let's see what happened on lap 84 once again. Looks like the green flag never came out, so that may not count as a restart. This is already the wreck here. Oh no, it looks like the green flag did indeed come out. That will count as a restart attempt. Elridge George getting out of sorts, nowhere for Ryan Pennell to go. To me, it just looks like the spotter said go. Some drivers may have spun the tires, some drivers may not have gone. And that concertina effect causes about 11th on back to squeeze up and abort that restart. So we'll take another 2-lap attempt. Ohio's Terry Gabbard sits in the second position, and Gabbard comes into this race 12th in the point standings, tied with Richie Catania. Terry Gabbard could be on the cusp of his first Thursday Night Thunder win in quite a very long time. Let's talk to the man they call DP. Terry Gabbard, Rick James up top. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
You're sitting in second right now. Terry, I can't tell you the last time that you were on a Thursday Night Thunder podium, but you have this chance with cousin Cody Pennell right ahead of you. Pennsylvania's Jeremy Brio, who won a race last season, will be restarting behind you in third. You should have the fuel to go the distance. How are the tires?
The tires are fine. I'm not really concerned about it. It's just about the moves that these guys are going to make around me. In real life, Dale Jr. always says he wants to be up front. I don't really want to be in first place. I feel like the run's coming from behind him. I'm in the exact right place that I want to win this race, and so we're going to see how it goes.
Cody Pennell said you're going to be the toughest opponent on the way to victory lane. Who's going to stand between you and victory lane the hardest?
Cody's the best. Jeremy's the best too. Got Cody Riggs probably right behind me. Those guys are really good restrictor plate drivers. We're just going to see how this goes. We got to get through 2 laps. 1 to green. We're about to go green. We're going to see how it goes. I'm going to send it.
Shiny side up, buddy. Hopefully we talk to you at the end. Best of luck.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. All you do.
Shout out to the folks over in West Alexandria and the greater Southern Ohio family tuning in to cheer on at Terry Gabbard. Here comes attempt number 2. Cody Pennell will lead the field to the line once again. We'll see if we can avoid the concertina effect coming to the line. The flagman will hold the green flag aloft waiting for the drivers to come by and collect the signal to go racing once again. Cody Pennell, Terry Gabbard, Jeremy Brio, your top three waiting for the green rag to wave. Let's go racing again from Talladega. We make it clean for the first 2 laps. Terry Gabbard trying the high side. Jeremy Brio to the inside now. Cody Pennell, a sitting duck as Gabbard makes his move, but has the horse kicked too early before the final furlong. Pennell now trailing Ohio's Gabbard into 3. Cody Riggs, the Greensburg pilot, trying to side draft on the top side with no help whatsoever. White flag this time by. Gabbard leads them to the line. John Honeybrink, top side now, 3 wide across the line. Honeybrink led that lap by 7/100ths of a second. Will they make it out of 2? Okay, here goes Honeybrink trying to squeeze down to the inside. Terry Gabbard, Cody Riggs are in his way. Honeybrink slides back. Gabbard leads the field down the back straight. Pennell pushing the 4. Brio pushing the 3. Cody Riggs to the point, but will he clear the competition into 3? Still more than a mile remains. Terry Gabbard to the inside. Cody Riggs up the middle with Jeremy Brio behind him. Gabbard continues to lead by 1 car length. Cody Pennell now behind him. Cousin Cody going for his 2nd win this season. Terry Gabbard guarding the inside line. Will he have the steam to go? Here comes Pennell up the inside line. Gabbard throwing the block. There goes Gabbard. There goes Riggs. It's going to be John Honeybrink who will cross the line first and win at Talladega. John Honeybrink crosses the line in first place. Jason Alexander comes home in 2nd. Tommy Withers crosses the line in 3rd with a wrecked race car. But it's this man here, Jonathan Honeybrink, in the Interstate Batteries Pontiac Grand Prix on the top side of the racetrack, who will win TNT Round 6 at Talladega. How do you like that? Talk about an unexpected finish. Terry Gabbard, Cody Riggs, almost a synchronized spin, if you will. And John Honeybrink will burn the house down in celebration. Let's go back and watch that final lap. That was something to behold. Pete has entered the giveaway as well. Exclamation point TNT giveaway 6. Fans, the giveaway's not over. If you haven't yet, put that code in the Twitch chat. Exclamation point TNT giveaway 6 for your chance to win that Ryan Newman diecast. Let's have another look at that final lap. John Honeybrink on the top lane. Cody Riggs in the middle. Ohio's Terry Gabbard on the bottom. Honeybrink starting to lag behind, and you think at this point he might have just lost the momentum. Terry Gabbard, by the way, coming home in 18th. Cody Pennell coming home in the 17th position. We're going to slow this down here. The 2.8 of Cody Pennell finds just a little bit of daylight to the inside of Terry Gabbard. Cody Riggs at the same time is going to get just a bit of encouragement from the 74. And watch these two almost simultaneously getting spun at the same angle at the same time. John Honeybrink got a piece of this accident as well. And watch Jason Alexander, who will sneak through all of this, just barely getting scratched. And Tommy Withers crossing the line in the 3rd position. That is a sensational finish. John Honeybrink getting the W at Talladega in very unexpected fashion. Fans at home, don't go anywhere. We're going to have podium interviews in just a moment, and we're going to announce our giveaway winner. Don't move. Back in a moment. On the podium now with our 4th place finisher, Noah Belleville. Noah, when that white flag flew, you were sat behind the 2-0 of John Honeybrink. Did you think there was a chance at a top 5? What was the move when the white flag came? And no word from Noah Belleville, so we'll go right to Tommy Withers, who came home in 3rd. Withers, you literally crashed into a bronze medal at the end of that race. Talk about that wild finish.
That was a fun race. I stayed at the back most of the race and just kind of watched them have fun. And then that last restart, I knew was going to be really important, starting like around 10th, just to stay on the guy behind you. And I got a good launch, and just kind of was on the better end of the chaos at the end there. Just kind of wrecked my way to 3rd.
You got that bronze medal. Next week, the circus goes all the way to Martinsville Speedway, one of your home tracks. What do you think about your odds there? You've now moved up into 12th in the points.
I love the paperclip. I don't know if we're gonna have race winning speed, but I'd like to think that we'll run in the top half and use some good pitch strategy there. And I expect the 6 car to run good.
Sounds good. Congratulations on that 3rd place finish. We'll see you in a week's time at Martinsville.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, Rick.
Local is the winner of our chat. He says, heck yeah, I won. Congratulations to Local 77. Local, hit us up on Twitter at RickJamesTV so we can send you your Ryan Newman diecast. That's at Twitter, or on Twitter, at RickJamesTV. And now our race winner, driver of the number 20 Interstate Batteries Pontiac Grand Prix with his first win this season, John Honeybrink. You have won round 6 at Thursday Night Thunder. How did you pull that off?
Woo, that was awesome, Rick. You know, I don't know. It looked like two cars got into each other on the inside there, and I was trying to get a run on the high side, and yeah, they spun, and it was clean sailing when I looked at my rear view. So I just kept on going. I'll take the win.
You've got that W, and you've now entered a three-way tie for 8th place between yourself, Jeremy Brio, and Jimmy Kerr headed into Martinsville next week. You got congratulations from Mount Kilimanjaro. CMW McDonald sends his congratulations as well. What do you think about your chances for a second win at Martinsville?
Oh, I'm gonna try. Hoping for a top 10 next week for sure. I hope the speed's there. I'm glad for a good win for Team Outlaw here. I gotta thank my team, and yeah, next week should be fun.
Should be another thriller. Congratulations again on that W. Go celebrate.
Thanks, Vic.
Fans at home, that's going to do it for another Thursday Night Thunder round. Congratulations once again to Local White Boy 77. He's won the raffle, and he is ineligible to win the raffle next week at the Martinsville Speedway. But everybody else that did not win, stay tuned. You will have your chance to win, and your giveaway code will be !TNT giveaway 7 next week at Martinsville for your chance to win that diecast. Congratulations to John Honeybrink, my esteemed thanks to everybody involved with Thursday Night Thunder, everybody involved with the Sim Racing channel on Roku, and everybody at home for tuning in. We can't do these broadcasts without you, and until that next race, everybody, please stay safe, do take care of each other, and we will see you all around